Hi, welcome to the Love Revolution. This is a vlog intended to open up issues and topics related to love and relationships. Because as our surroundings change, so should the way we think about love and relationships. So let's break down our walls, let's get a little uncomfortable, and let's build each other up as humans that actually care and love. So for today's topic, I wanted to talk about God. And I get it. If you heard the word God right now and immediately got really turned off, I get it. I fucking get it. I get that at some point of your life, maybe the word God was related too much to religion. Maybe you view God as a female, so you prefer the word goddess. Maybe you just believe in spirituality. Well, I also am more of a spiritual person than an actual religious person. And I use the word God because I believe in Him. But I welcome you to use, as you hear this topic, this conversation, replace the word God with whatever form that you feel most connected with. If you feel the word God as energy, if you feel the word is the universe, if you feel the word is goddess, let that be your truth. I'm not here to tell anybody how they should live their lives. I'm just sharing my own personal perspective of how I view God and love, essentially this higher being, right? And the reason why I wanted to talk about this is because I truly believe that God is love. There's so many people around the world that say that. And so, yes, I believe that this higher being, the spiritual connection that we have to this unknown is love. And it is not like a mind-blowing thing that love is the answer. Love is the solution to most of our problems. But what is kind of like a mind-blowing thing is that people don't really talk about self-love or self-care and how that is actually correlated with God. Because my personal perspective of this conversation is that God is love, you are love, therefore you are God. And in the Bible, they talk about how we each are a part of, we each hold Jesus in us. We each hold God inside of us. And if you truly believe that, if you truly believe that you hold the power of the universe inside of you, if you hold this endless amount of energy, source of energy, should I say, then you pretty much are truly connected to the universe, to each other, to God, to love. So, again, I'm sure this conversation can be uncomfortable for some people because of the word that I'm choosing. But I invite you to just let that go for today and listen to the real message, which is, again, we are love. You are love. And when we do not connect to our hearts, when we do not connect to a higher form of energy, and we're so stuck in our mind, so stuck in our logic, trying to make sense of it all by ourselves, that's when we get depressed. That's when we feel disconnected from others. And more importantly, that's when we feel disconnected from ourselves. So a lot of people can be like, oh, but I love myself. I totally love me. I love how smart I am. I love how successful I've been in my business. I'm so in love with the way I look. But do you truly love who you are if you remove all these materialistic things? Do you find a greater purpose in life? And what is that greater purpose to you? So the reason why I find it so important to connect with a higher being, a higher form of energy, is because we can't do it all on ourselves. We can't do it all by ourselves. And we're not alone. Yes, we come into this world alone, as some people want to say or believe, but that doesn't mean we have to go through it alone. As human beings, we yearn for the human connection. It doesn't even have to be touch, because I know right now we're going through this quarantine phase, and we do seek that physical touch. But more importantly, what we're seeking is that internal connection. That internal connection with a higher being, to a higher energy, that essentially is a connection to the whole universe and to each other. And I know for a lot of people, you're like, yeah, I've known this. Yeah, I know that. So, although the concept of this idea of love and God and you, this trifecta, it's easy to understand, but how many people actually believe it? And how many people are actually practicing it? And also, how many people are willing to let go of their past experiences in correlation to God or spirituality, and are willing to open up their hearts and their minds and their spirit to connect with one another and, again, to ourselves? So I know that there's a lot going on in this conversation when it comes down to what I just shared, but I want people to just walk away with today knowing that you are love. And whatever you believe is love, whatever you feel creates the most love in your life, I invite you to tap into that more. Continue to nurture that part of yourself. Continue to nurture that human being in you, and be that person that you truly love. All right, so until next time, I hope you all have a lovely day. Bye.